Very good morning to everyone. Welcome to the lecture series Computer Communication and Networking. We start with the previous lecture number 23, channel allocation problem. In this lecture we are going to the multiple access protocols. After this lecture, to understand the various multiple access protocol, what is the need of multiple access protocol and why it is important. Whenever the multiple station can access the channel simultaneously, there is a chance of collision and crosstalk. So there is a need, there is some procedure to access the channel. There is some procedure that is very important to define the basically how to access the channel when lot of channels or lot of station or multiple station can access the channel in simultaneously. If there is a delegate link to share every station, every station has a right to send a data over a channel. But if multiple stations are working with this link, delegated link, that time there is a chance of collision of data or crosstalk. So to avoid this crosstalk or collision, we need a procedure that to be avoid a collision and crosstalk. So there is a conflict when data will be simultaneously transmitted by multiple stations. That time there is a loss of data or there is a changes of data, that is nothing but the collision. So in this, to avoid the collision or crosstalk over a channel or medium, we use the multiple access protocols. So that is the reason why we will study the multiple access protocols. So multiple access protocols are classified into three categories: random access protocols, control access protocols and channelization protocols. Again, random access protocols are carried out into four categories, subcategories: Aloha, carrier scenes multiple access protocols, carrier scenes multiple access collision detection protocol, carrier scenes multiple access collision avoidance protocols. These are the random access protocols. Then we go to the control access protocols. In control access protocols, they are again sub-classified into three categories: reservation, polling and token passing. Then we go to the channelization protocols. So channelization protocols again classified into three subcategories: FDMA, frequency division multiple access, time division multiple access, code division multiple access. Here now first we introduce the random access protocol. In this protocol, any station can send anytime data to another station. Same superiority, and there is no station has more priority. More than one station can try to send or access the channel. So there is more chances of the collision or conflict. Random access protocol has right to medium without being any control. So there is no control on these protocols whenever to send the data. So random access protocols are classified into these four subcategories: Aloha, carrier scene multiple access, carrier scenes multiple access collision detection, carrier scene multiple access collision avoidance. But to avoid the access and conflict to each other station, each station follows some procedure. So what are the procedure? When can the station assess the medium? What can the station do if the medium is busy? How the station can determine the success or failure of the transmitted packet? What can the station do if there is a access in conflict? So all this can be solved, this procedure, with the help of random access protocols. Then we go to the control access protocol. So control access protocol is station consult with another station to find the station has right to send. Station cannot send unless it has been authority to another station. So there is a control. So that is called as so each station has a right to choice to send the data. Means there is a control. So they can be consult with each other, one station to another station. There is a free, or they are ready to receive the data, or they are free to send the data. So station cannot be sent until if the authority is given by another station. So this control access protocols can be classified into three subcategories: reservation, polling, and token passing. Now there is some another channelization protocols which will be defined. That is the third category of the multiple access protocol. Channelization is a multiple access method in which available bandwidth of a link shared in a time, frequency, or through the code between the station. So channelization protocol is a multiple access method in which the available bandwidth of a link can be divided into three different categories: time, frequency, or through the code between the station. So channelization protocols are classified into three subcategories: frequency division multiple access, time division multiple access, or code division multiple access. So in this lecture we understand the concept of multiple access protocols. There are three subcategories of multiple access protocols. Again, these three subclassification further divided into three subclass. So student can be able to understanding the what is meant by multiple access protocols and how can their importance. So in this lecture we can stop here. Thank you very much.